Hello, and thank you for coming along. This is Moster Does the Crossword, and unsurprisingly, this is also Moster speaking. Today, we will be talking about the New York Times crossword for Tuesday, August 3rd. If you feel like skipping ahead, I will try to pad this to an even increment of 30 seconds, but I will also include the duration before the puzzle in the description. Anyway, for those of you who haven't heard this before, I've got two basic formats that I deliver on hopefully nightly/daily basis. In each of them, you get this first introduction, which is why are we here and what the hell am I listening to and watching, etc., etc. Then there is a section where I basically solve the puzzle with the microphone on and we're capturing what you're seeing on the screen, through the whole thing. And after that, there's a review where I kind of go through and talk about things that are more interesting, things that might catch people up. If there's a theme, I'll talk a little bit about that. If there's something special that I had to do, I'll talk a little bit about that. I've done that a little bit differently for this one, and I want to see how it goes. But if you're watching the main puzzle, you're going to see some flashes when I take a picture to remember for the review. So if that's too distracting, please do let me know. So why are we here? Well, I'm here because for whatever reason, this is satisfying some creative / vain itch of mine. And also because I'm hopeful that maybe I'll be able to learn a little bit more about myself and my thought process. And, I have this thing where I will do the puzzle, or, to whatever percentage, and put it down and come back 15 minutes later, or 3 hours later, or a half a day, whatever. And for whatever reason, inside my brain, there has been a finger snap that causes me to have everything fall into place. So I'd like to know a little bit more maybe about why that happens. What are you going to get out of this? I don't fucking know. But no, seriously, part of it, I feel like it'll give people confidence if they are interested in solving the crossword or some of the other puzzles that I might be doing in here going forward. And again, just see that it's possible to do. It's not easy, but neither is it unachievable. So I think that that's really an important thing. I'd like more people to maybe see that a little bit more. And similarly, people see value sometimes in watching somebody make mistakes. And, I do that, and I do make silly assumptions, and I do call myself names, and I curse at myself occasionally. But I think that, like I said, that might be really helpful to certain people who are trying to build up that confidence. And, in the blog and a couple of other places, I talk a lot about how it took me a long time to even get out of the Monday, Tuesday before I got into the whole week. And then I've been going back and trying to close all those other ones out because there were a lot of big things that I just didn't know. Tactics and words and facts and everything else. Other people have said that, people who are trying to learn English or who are trying to learn American English might get some value out of this because I do talk about the origins of some of the terms and things like that. And finally, I have heard certain people say that they like the sound of my voice. So thank them for that. And if you're one of them, yeah, I hope this one works out for you just as well. Another thing that I want to have in this intro is what did I learn after yesterday? And what I wanted to look up after yesterday was Stan, which was, I don't remember the clue exactly, but it was something like super fan or highly devout or something like that. Not highly devout, but intense fandom. And it turns out that is a reference to an Eminem song, where Stan is the name of an obsessed fan. As far as this puzzle itself, I think it was a pretty good one. For a Tuesday, I liked the theme. Complain a little bit about it in there, but I think that it fits well for the Tuesday. and it's definitely, getting in general the difficulty level and the way the clues are coming across. Yeah, I liked it pretty well. So thank you again for coming along on this journey with me. If you get something out of it, I'm at the point where I would appreciate likes and subscriptions and comments and stuff like that. But without further ado, and we come right up on 5. All right, review time. We'll start at the general level. Corner of the Market, which I thought was, again, pretty good. I mean, I kind of, because you can't really make Market, it's just like they're jumbles, which is kind of weird, but I guess that's how it goes. D minor ended up being the key. I don't know, but it's one of these ones where you know what it is, so you know that this is A, B, C, D, E, or F. You know that this is an M, and you know that it ends in OR, and that it's just a question of is it major or minor, and then what's that letter. So yeah, I did this a little bit differently, and the intent was that we would actually go to the screen captures, because that's what I did. Everybody will have to fix that. But anyway, oh yes, acai, because again, they love acai. It's one of their favorites. Everybody loves it because it's weird and it fits in weird places and it's still somewhat new. What did I have here? Sprint. Yeah, for the T-Mobile acquisition. Something I probably should have known, but yeah, makes perfect sense, even if I didn't know it. And Slaven for an uncut person. I haven't really heard of Slaven as a noun. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I'm gonna maybe look that one up a little bit more, because it's it seems to me to be kind of archaic anyway. What is this? Oh yes, stat. I wanted to call out stat because it's another one that you'll see, and it could be in a bunch of different ways or places, depending on where you are in the week, etc., or what kind of a puzzle you're looking at. But stat is an editorial thing where it basically means keep it in. So you might see something like leave it, lat, or something like that. Things like that end up being stat, and that's why I wanted to call it out. The last one here that I flagged, oh no, I guess that was the last one that I flagged mulligan was the last one that I flagged for redo. Because again, it's not something that everybody's going to know off the top of their heads, but it's something that comes up in other places too. You could say you're taking a mulligan and doing a redo. It's kind of like a let. It is the same thing in tennis or volleyball. That was everything that I called out. So if we go back to the actual thing here, is there anything? Actually, if I'm going to do that, I should do it in the actual puzzle. Crap, is it recording me? Whatever. So what else is here that I didn't capture? Oh, I kind of like Easter for dying to celebrate. That's not bad for a pun for a Tuesday, because you're dyeing the eggs. This one got me up here, wet and hark. I knew hark was wrong, but wet got me. I had hone there. This is another one that they like. Shake, S-H-A-K, as an abbreviation for Shakespeare. You'll see it like that, or you'll kind of see it as Shakespeare being quoted, blah, 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 colon, S-H-A-K. That's what that means. What else? Oh, lemons for no good cars. I'm not sure how common usage this word has, how much common usage this word has these days. But it's, if it doesn't work after a certain amount of time, there's laws about what the dealer and the manufacturer are supposed to do for you. I don't really see anything else. Talked about Corner of the Market. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. So I guess that's it for this one. Again, thank you very much for listening, etc. And please feel free to leave me any comments or likes or anything like that.